Well, it was a shock when Marty woke up and saw his mother looking 30 years younger. He was hitting on his mother. 30 years ago, treatments to plump, fill, and smooth our skin were aggressive and could cause other problems and really was reduced to basically plastic surgery. Today, you can get many non-invasive procedures during your lunch break even, and even more intense treatments are easier to deal with. Joining us with ways to make sure that aging clock isn't ticking as fast as it used to, welcome from the Institute of Anti-Aging, Dr. Richard Laconi, and his patients Rhonda Gilbo and Cindy Gaston, and Clinic Director Dana Laconi. Good morning.
Good morning.
All right, so things have changed over the past 30 years.
A lot.
Yeah, because before it was like you had to, you were pulling it all up with plastic surgery. Now we can stave that off for a while. Okay, let's talk about all the types of things that can go wrong with our skin. Hair has been a problem. We have it where we don't want it, and we don't have it where we want more of it.
Absolutely.
So
right.
Laser hair removal, the lasers are easier today for all skin types.
Well, you know, yeah, laser hair removal in the past was limited to people with very light skin type. And so now we have these new lasers that use different sources like diodes that give a light that's safe for all skin types and can really open up that whole laser hair removal to just about everyone.
Yeah, especially when you have curlier hair, you get those ingrown hairs, and
Right.
then it's painful, it causes like, you know, acne to break out, and then of course it can cause hyperpigmentation. So with that laser, you can get rid of that hair from growing. Is it gone for good?
Yes, it is. It may need a periodic retreatment, but this
Yeah,
literally
this is under the
was
chin
an
here.
unfixable condition before. Now it can be completely cured. So people who have those ingrown hairs, particularly on the face, it was something you really couldn't do much for, but now
Yeah, you were just plucking all the time, that just caused
great.
other problems.
You're right, and it made it worse. Yeah.
All right, so 6 to 8 treatments, and it's basically gone. All right, the next thing is this thing called skin tags, these little moles that a lot of us have, and they kind of pop up for different reasons, and we have some right here. So tell us what we can do, Dana, to get rid of the skin tags now.
This is a hyphicator, and it just uses electric current to help just dry them up, and then they flake off in a couple days.
And that's it?
That's it.
Because before we were literally lancing them off, right?
That's right.
Well, you know, and right here, we're looking at someone who has just a few of these. This is a condition that we have a before and after that shows someone who came in a little bit later that had a lot of them. And you'll see people like this, this took a little bit more work, and we used a laser on this, but the amazing treatment shows that this is something she would have had to live with for the rest of life, and would have progressed to become, you know, worse, but now it's fixable
Yeah,
again.
yeah. What causes those little skin tags?
It's genetic.
Okay. All right, so what are you feeling right now?
Just a little slight sting.
A little slight sting. Yeah, but that little slight sting, and these things, like you said, Dana, will dry up and flake off
in just a couple days.
Yeah, just a couple of days. All right. Up next, we know the thing that we have that kind of brings more life to our skin is to make our skin look more plump, right? And especially with a lot of us, if we lose weight or get older, we have that kind of wasting in the face, and it makes us look older. It brings us down. But we can fix that too.
Yes, we can. We're going to demonstrate right here how we can put a little volume in the face. So as we grow a little bit older, we lose a little volume, and the face appears to sag because it's not as full. So we can put this, this is ordinary Juvederm. It's a wonderful product, been around for a long time, very safe, and gives us a little restoration.
Yeah, and Juvederm was used to plump up, right?
It plumps. It's a volumizer.
Okay.
And that's what we're going to do right here. We're going to put a little volume back in the cheek here.
Yeah, and that's one of those key areas that can even pick up sagging eyes and things, right, Richard?
That's right. We can use this amazing number of places we can use this. Of course, one of the most popular is to improve the volume of the lip, you know, so you get a little slightly fuller,
I'm looking at
richer,
a before
rounder
picture
looking
here
lip.
where we see like those key places where we oftentimes get those lines, of course, in the marionette or smile lines there, and then, of course, under the eyes. All right, and they're filling it up. Some of you are like looking at the needle going, but you know if it's for beautification, you are all about it.
And you know, what we're doing here is a quick treatment. I'd spend a few more minutes if we were doing the entire treatment, but the idea, I think, really is to demonstrate that this is not, we use a numbing cream prior to injecting here to give some relief from the little feeling of prickling of the needle.
Yeah.
And then down deep where we're putting the material, there's very little sensation. So it really works pretty well. And what we're doing here is just getting a rounder, fuller cheek.
And that line has disappeared. I mean, this is like this with the filler. It's immediate, right?
Yes, it is. This is what you see is what you get. We like it. When I'm done here, I would mold it a little bit and kind of play with it a little bit. You know, kind of sculpt it a little bit, you know.
Finesse it a little bit.
Yeah, you know, it's really kind of, it's fun to do as a physician. You know, this This is very satisfying. The patients love it so much. I get such great feedback.
Yeah, of course. So this is where you would use filler. Of course, where you would use Botox is a couple of things.
Right.
Whether you already have the lines or you keep making a motion that's going to turn into lines one day.
Would you squint for me really, really big? I'm going to see is full squint. That's it. So we're going to try to relax these little crow's feet lines right in here. And this is pretty simple too. As you can see, this little Botox syringe has basically a needle about the size of a human eyelash. It's so fine. It was developed for use in pediatrics for insulin so that children wouldn't dread their little...
She's smiling during the treatment.
Yeah,
It
because she
doesn't
knows what
hurt.
she's going to look like. All right, Dana,
Yeah.
let me just say that we've oftentimes seen people who've had too much of this stuff.
Right.
The key is there are a lot of people doing this. You want to make sure you go to somebody who's skilled. You train, you do more of this than the average bear, if you will.
That's
Yes,
right.
we do.
We do not like the overstuffed, overplumped look. We want you to look as natural and as pretty and relaxed as possible.
Yeah, and if you get some stuff done, you say, okay, I'm thinking maybe a little less here or a little more here, you can tweak it.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Everyone's different.
All right. Well, ladies, you look beautiful. Okay, so did you feel anything while that was happening? What did you feel?
It's absolutely painless.
Yeah, and look at you. That side is like completely all plumped up. You talk about Back to the Future. You just went back in time there. All right. The Institute of Anti-Aging will be having an open house tonight from 3 to 7 with live demonstrations. This is your opportunity to go and ask questions. And, of course, you get this a lot. People come up and go, what would you do to me, right? You'll be able to get Botox for $11 a unit and $50 off of Juvederm. By the way, how long does Juvederm usually last?
Well, it varies, but a year to 2 years.
Okay, and Botox?
About 3 months, 4 months.
Okay. Well, to get more information on this limited time offer, log on to antiageinstitute.com or call this number. It's 713-807-1000, 713-807-1000. I have it on my speed dial. All right.